Te koa au tonu haua te atukura tautahi a Ngāti Hau, te hei Māori ora. Tēnā koutou katoa I hara mai nei I te kaupapa nei o tēnei rā, ngā mihi ki a koutou katoa. Pleasure to come along today to talk a little bit about the journey we've been on at Downer and to share that with you. I'll take up the challenge and see if I can beat the 8-minute mark and see how we go. Ko te manu I kai ana I te mero nō nā te ngahere. Ko te manu I kai ana I te mātauranga nō nā te ao. I think our kaumātua talked about that this morning, and I think quite apt about education being quite central to the development of our people, and obviously one of the pou there on our RERE. And I suppose I'm a bit talking about the employment side of things. So education is absolutely fundamental, and it's not all about being rocket scientists and doctors. It's a range of our people to educate and learn in. I'll sort of talk a little bit about our recruitment at Downer. I think everyone appreciates there's a massive skills shortage, and we really lack the numbers for the work that we have available. We've been working with MSD over a number of years now to see how we can get people off unemployment, off the dole, and we've got in place what we call a Downer Basic Civils program. And that operates basically over a 2-week period in which we spend time really working through some of the basic training for our industry. And at the end of that 2-week period, then sort of based on people's contribution to that program and their commitment to it, we look to pass them into employment and mentor them into our workforce. We've had well over 100 now through this program. It's very successful. Quite recently, in fact, worked with Tainui on a program based similar to this, and recruited a number of people through that particular program. The other funnel for us in terms of workforce is around our apprenticeship cadets and graduates, and we also have a summer intern program as well. So we get sort of students in over holidays and get them to assist us, but also to connect with them as being potential employers in the future when they come out of their studies. The Māori representation in Downer is I suppose higher than the New Zealand average Māori representation, but in parts of our business very high. So in our northern part of our business, which we classify from Taupo north, we've got 38% Māori, and then on top of that even we've got another 12% of Pacifica as well. So over half of our population Polynesian in that upper part of the North Island. But what is quite evident is that isn't representative in terms of Māori in our management circles, so mostly on the tools, and that's something we clocked a while back, and really trying to see how we can shift that over time. We instituted a Māori leadership program that we kicked off about 3 to 4 years ago, which we've badged Te Ara Whānaki, and that's a pilot group there in Whangara, and we have 2 marae-based wānanga, and another one which is sort of personal development one, which isn't on the marae. But really what we're seeing there is that I think a lot of our people in our business, a lot of our Māori, are quite humble, don't put their hand up for leadership necessarily or advancement, and really what we're finding is we're bringing people onto this program as just the I suppose lighting the fire and getting confidence in our people to take the next step and to step up and lead. And we'd deliberately spread this program to be from our Pākehā to our rangatahi, because our Pākehā are important in terms of the mentoring job they do within our business. So it's been a very successful program. So another one, employment challenges and accelerating Māori participation. So I've got a licence up there. So we had one of our presenters earlier talking about restricted driver's licences and everything, but just a simple thing for our people just to have a driver's licence to get them going in our type of industry. It's a real handbrake if you don't have that. Basic things around timekeeping and attitude being a big difference as well. We have worked closely with Te Puni Kōkiri over the years on different initiatives, and sort of a more recent one, sort of looking at, certainly there is a barrier often around drugs as well, because obviously we're drug free and there's safety issues as well, so that can be an impediment for people working for us or in the industry, but something we're trying to work quite proactively on cracking as well. I've got to get my tipuna up there, Tāpirana Ngata, and on the $50 bill there. So around procurement and social outcomes, I think this is sort of an interesting area. I think like our customers, might be some in here, I think, our customers like us to invest in good social outcomes and to develop our people and do really good things for NZ Inc. But I think in the main, a lot of the procurement that there is quite, money focused and lower price in the main, which really puts the pressure on, I suppose, our businesses around the tight margins that we have in our industry, and also sort of more and more sort of international competition around that. So really, all these lovely things we do impact our overhead, and can be an issue in terms of whether that gets valued or not when we tender for work. So that's sort of the view around procurement. I've got 19 seconds to go and I'm on my last slide. And this final one here, just, we were very proud last year to pick up a diversity award. This is sort of some of the group that have been involved with the Māori Leadership Program. A number of them are involved in our Māori Advisory Board, something that we've had in place for the last 18 months or so, and we're just really looking at how we can move and drive our Māori initiatives forward within Downer, and just really great to have the executive support of us to be pushing these initiatives. Nō reira, kia koutou katoa, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.